What's up, guys? What's up, guys? The day after Halloween. The day after Halloween. Yeah. So I woke up around 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm really not a morning person, but for some reason today, I just woke up with all this energy. Like, yeah. So got the kids dressed. Mama Bear went to go take them to school right now. I'm at home just tidying up everything. And I'm leaving this weekend to go to Reno for the whole weekend. And I'm not coming back until Sunday. So, the type of job that I have requires me to travel some some time here and there. So what do I do? How do I keep up with the Urantia book? Like, do I read it every day? The answer to that is no. I don't read it every day, and even when I do get a chance, I have to slowly like bring myself to wanting to be somewhat interested to reading the Urantia book because there are days where I just stray away. I got other things on my mind. My fucking car is breaking down on me. My wife and I just got into an argument. My kids are acting up in school. My mom is going through something and I don't want to deal with it. Just things like that where it just puts me in my own selfish mode and I'm I'm like, man, fuck this world. Like I can't stand this. I can't wait till I fucking go. Like what's the other worlds look like? So everything that the Urantia book is telling me, I use that information and I throw it back out there. Like I just regurgitate shit and throw it back out. Like bang. But you know, well, how do I do it? If I'm over here claiming that I'm so busy and I'm a real Urantian, like how do I keep up with reading the Urantia book? So yeah, this was an argument that was brought up online a couple years ago, but I can see how this is something that is being brought up from time to time, and especially because we have these old timers who are more used to reading a book in text, reading the plain text over being a little bit more flexible. Like we still have those hardcore readers who claim that they read the book every day or they have read the book more than 10 times and whatnot. Kudos to you. I'm not like that. I kind of wish I was, but at the same time, I think that's very boring. But hey, I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know how your spouse gets down with you or if you're by yourself and you have all that time, kudos. Me, however, the audio benefits. The audio helps me out a lot. So I go out for a walk or I'm over here washing dishes. Um, but a lot of time I have to find myself in that place where I'm ready to receive the message. Even if it's one paper, which that's all I do. Like I read one paper and I leave it up to I leave it at the next one, at the beginning of the next one, and I'll just either the next day or 2 days, 3 days, next week I'll pick up from where I left off. That's just the way I do it. Take your time with it, cause here's the thing, guys. Like like one of the last things that I've read was the part where Abner felt like he was done wrong. Okay. And I can understand. I'm gonna have to go back to that one and read the details on that because I really feel for this guy. I feel like there's a lot of Abners in this community where they feel like the more successful Paul um is doing things at a grand scale, but that takes away your shine. That takes away your validation. That takes. I mean, that really messes with you, and I can see that. I could totally understand that. Abner has been knowing Jesus for so many years, and to have this man come through, got saved, got blessed with the services that he received, and he's going around doing in my opinion, I think he did a very good thing. He knew how to reach out to his people. He knew the lingo. He knew how to get them. And Abner can't see it that way. I don't think Abner was there when Jesus said, to his apostles that everybody is allowed to have their own interpretation of the gospel. And I think if Abner was there to hear that from Jesus, there probably would not have been such a big beef at the end of their spiritual career here on earth. Because I feel like a lot of us do that. I feel like a lot of us judge other people of how others do the Urantia book and how they live their lifestyle, and expect us to look up to them for some guidance. No, but that I'm not going to be here. I'm not here to pick on other people. It's just I'm just generalizing things. And if you find like this is a topic that you want to talk about, then put it in the comment box. You guys are more than welcome to, whether it's negative, stupid, funny, or whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, you guys are more than welcome. This is YouTube. I don't own this shit. And I'm not getting paid either. So, who the fuck am I to put up rules and regulations and shit? Like, whatever. Anyways, here I go. I'm digressing. But do you guys really feel that way about others? Have you guys ever, like, drove by a church, you see something that's posted on their little signage, their whatever you want to call it, and you feel like, man, that's probably not the right message for the day, or nah, they're kind of fucking things up. We don't really do this with other religions. Some people may, but that's a bit extreme, because now you're literally going into other people's houses, and you're criticizing how they live. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do that. Islam, that's something I don't want to touch. Okay? Me personally, I don't agree with a lot of things that they talk about, especially in the Quran. Especially in the Quran. Okay? It's not a stone being thrown at you guys or anything like that. It's just you guys disagree with how Christians view life and how we spread the gospel or how we interpret it. So I think it's fair game. And this is where the Jesus teachings comes in and says, well, everybody is allowed to interpret the scriptures the way they see it. That dress that came out back in 2015, I still see it black and blue. My wife still thinks that it's white and fucking gold. Okay? Who's right and who's wrong? Even though the real article says that the actual dress really was black and blue, I don't know what they did to the picture to make others pick up on different colors. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, again, I digress. It's too early in the morning. I haven't had my coffee yet. Oh, I had my Rockstar though. I drink energy drinks sometimes rather than coffee. Coffee doesn't do it for me sometimes. I think coffee is like a placebo. When was the last time you guys have had this discussion about people fucking up the gospel, people misinterpreting it, or how you feel people ought to correct themselves and kind of tweak it up a little bit more to make that gospel more savory, more pleasing, more attractive. And I think that's what Paul did. Paul just knew how to persuade people to come to the gospel. Even though, now that I remember, yes, Jesus did go around city to city, island to islands, and whatever, and he already did all the work for the apostles, and the apostles don't even know that. Every time they go to a new place, a new territory, they're easily welcomed. And they think that it's the power that they're coming in with. Yeah, they had power because of the gospel, but Jesus already did all the hard work. And that's how I see things nowadays, is that I'm a Urantia book reader. And about 10 years ago, or even more than that, actually, like 10 to 15 years ago, I'm going to cover maybe like a good 5 portions of my early life in the Urantia book, is that I actually made the mistake of going around introducing people to the Urantia book, introducing the Urantia book to people. And I was not well received. And I started isolating myself, and I started looking elsewhere for other people, more open-minded people. But then you run into the dangers of people having a wide variety of certain things that they had picked up on, and they think that this is the answer. No, this is the answer. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And again, because of the fact that I've read the Urantia book from cover to cover, it might have been only once, but I can tell you that I've read the Jesus part. This is going to be like the fourth time in my entire Urantia book career, Urantia book life that that I'm going to complete the Jesus part for the fourth time. And I remember, oh damn, I hate it when my mind blanks like that. I remember Jesus in his 20s, in his early 20s, when he was presented with questions like, what do you think about other people's religions and how come they don't include God? Well, what he does is he'll he'll highlight certain areas of people's truths and gospels, and he'll add something more valuable or something equally valuable to it, so that your interpretation has more meaning, more value, more a much better understanding. Now everything that you thought you knew, you love it even more thanks to Jesus, because he just has a way of making you feel good about yourself and about the things that you love, because he wasn't really picking on things that were erroneous, even though he might have said it out loud towards the end of his career. But in the beginning, he wasn't like that. And I feel like that's how we got to tread lightly on earth with other people. It's like you just got to be careful of how other people view the Urantia book. And that was something that I had to deal with. So no, that was another reason why I had to get out of the community, was because I knew that, even though I was also one of those knuckleheads throwing rocks at people behind the screen. Um, but I knew better. I knew that this was something that Jesus would exercise, and this is something that he would tell us even right now, like, let him be. He's he already reached, he got the gospel, he read it, and let him figure it out, because we all have different upbringings, different mindsets, whatever. You can name everything, but anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's just make this a short video for the day. I hope you guys had a really good Halloween. It's gonna get crazy this weekend. I know a lot of people are heading up to Las Vegas. There's events. What am I talking about? Look, guys, I'll just leave you guys alone. Let me know what you guys think. How do you feel about the situation between Abner and Paul, and how do you think this relates to us right now in your life? Were you ever Abner, or were you Paul? Were you both? Who's Abner and who's Paul? Like, let's talk about it, guys. All right, I'll leave you alone. Peace.